Hello, my good people. Today I'll be talking about some of the recent developments in the Sahel, more particularly in the Republic of Niger. You know, there has been series of political development in Niger Republic. In fact, in the entire Sahel region. And today I'll be discussing some key developmental incidents which have just taken place in that region. So if you're a lover of international politics, if you're a lover of geopolitics, and if you're a lover of what I prefer to call Afro-Russia politics, this is the place to get every bit of the information, more particularly in the Sahel region. So just 3 days ago, the junta in Niger issued an order that the USA base in Agadez should be shut down and every operations in that area be shut down also. It did not end there. The authorities also mandated the US personnel to vacate the country. You see, so obviously the relationship is beginning to go south, and without any much talks about what the problem is, obviously it is very, very clear that the United States of America and Niger junta have not been able to come to terms. And again, the Afro-Russia politics, which is beginning to evolve massively in the Sahel, is beginning to impact negatively on the influence of the West. In order to register its grievances that the presence of the military personnel in Agadez, I'm talking about the US military personnel in Agadez, that their presence is no longer needed in Niger, the citizens of Niger in their numbers took to the streets and protested, asking the US personnel in Agadez to shut down its operation and vacate the country. It will be very interesting to know that the average mind in Niger actually understands the political history of that country. They know that the issue of colonialism and neo-colonialism, even the issue of slavery, did not originate with Russia, neither did it originate from China. So they have this sentiment that the reason for which Niger is backward is because of the overwhelming external meddling into its domestic affairs, a situation whereby the West is the sole dictator of the affairs of that country. So the experience, the cruel experience of slavery and colonialism has made it so easy for an average Nigerian to vindicate Russia. So when they remember that the West has not been sincere in their partnership, they always see Russia as a credible alternative. And this is actually what is fueling the new Afro-Russia relationship in that region. This is in fact the sound opinion of Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson was the former CIA agent. He's renowned for his investigation. He's renowned for his international observations on issues pertaining to security, intelligence, and diplomacy. So, speaking to the press, this is what Larry Johnson had to say.
Well, it's failing. It's the easiest way to put it. They've had a lot of predator bases in both of those countries that were designed to go find Al-Qaeda's operatives and try to destroy them. But clearly there's the United States, the conduct of U.S. policy in this regard is being rejected by the local governments. So this, it is really a black eye for the United States in terms of its overall loss of influence. And it's been, I think, going to be replaced by Russia. Russia doesn't have a history of enslaving black Africans, number one. Russia is not closely tied to the colonial empires, the French, the Brits, the Germans, the Dutch, the Belgians, who have a long history of exploiting Africa and exploiting the people, exploiting the resources. So I think that both Russia and China are viewed as more as honest brokers, to be candid. much more so than the United States. This is part of this broader, let's call it disassembly of the U.S.-led rules-based international order that the United States' effort to dominate the world is being reversed. It had reached its zenith, and it's now heading back downhill. So I think this is just one more sign that the U.S. policy has gone astray.
And in addition to what Larry Johnson had said about the U.S. policy going astray in the Sahel, the citizens of Niger also knew this fact to exist. Because if you listen to some of them who had the permission to speak to the press, they equally canvassed the same opinion. They knew the political history of that country and how the country got to its present.
Bon, notre présence, c'est juste concernant le départ des Américains, quoi. C'est juste le départ des Américains. On veut que les Américains quittent notre ville, puisqu'ils font rien depuis quelques années. Nous, on ne voit rien de lui. Donc, on veut nous qu'ils quittent définitivement notre région, quoi.
On veut Poutine, on veut Iran, on veut Chine, mais égal. Nous ne sommes pas des esclaves de Russie, nous ne sommes pas des esclaves de Chine, nous ne sommes pas esclaves d'Iran. Nous, égal, avec de dignité, avec du respect.
Vraiment, nous, on voulait que ça soit des partenariats gagnant-gagnant, ou bien qu'ils dégagent et qu'ils nous laissent notre territoire.
Have come to the end of today's episode. We hope you love every information I was able to share with you. We will continue to do our best by providing you every information you need to know about Sahel as things continue to unfold, so we shall continue to bring you new updates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, put on your notification, be the first person to be notified whenever we upload a new content. Thank you very much.